Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. In 1911, the British retrieved a stone tablet from the waters surrounding Sri Lanka. The tablet was inscribed with strange symbols that neither resembled English nor the local script. And the people present at the scene could not understand them, despite not being able to decipher the meaning of the characters. The British noticed a finely detailed dragon pattern on the tablet. As a result, they believed the stone might have some special significance. Unfortunately, the stone was later used as an ordinary floor tile and was trampled on for a long time. Over time, the inscriptions on the stone were severely worn and damaged. However, as time passed, some scholars, through careful study of the faint inscriptions, were finally able to identify that the writing was in Chinese. Further speculation led to the belief that the stone tablet recorded the historical events of Zheng He's 7 voyages to the Western Oceans, particularly detailing Zheng He's arrival in ancient Sri Lanka. Additionally, the tablet praised the friendship between the two countries, reflecting the deep ties between China and Sri Lanka during that period of history. Zheng He's voyages to the Western Oceans were an extremely important maritime achievement in Chinese history. The information revealed by this stone tablet may help us gain a deeper understanding of Zheng He and the purpose of his voyages, allowing us to uncover the true objectives behind his expeditions. When many people think of China, they often perceive it as a closed-off country throughout history. However, this view is not entirely accurate. In fact, China has actively engaged in exchanges and friendly relations with other countries since ancient times. Zheng He's 7 voyages were not only a highlight in Chinese history, but also showcased ancient China's formidable maritime strength. Over the course of 30 years, Zheng He embarked on 7 voyages, visiting more than 30 countries, and even reaching Africa. Such large-scale and far-reaching expeditions were almost unprecedented in world history at the time. So why did Emperor Yongle of the Ming dynasty send Zheng He on such a grand maritime expedition? According to relevant historians, first, launching such a massive maritime endeavor required strong national power to support it. When Emperor Yongle ascended the throne, after years of social development and stability, the country had entered a prosperous era, with a full treasury, a stable population, and a booming economy. This strong national foundation provided ample conditions for Zheng He's voyages. Secondly, the advancement of navigational technology was another key factor. As early as the Song dynasty, the compass had been invented, allowing sailors to accurately determine directions, significantly improving navigation efficiency. By the time of Zheng He's voyages, maritime technology had advanced considerably, making long-distance voyages safer and more efficient. In addition, ancient maritime trade was extremely busy, which means that before Zheng He embarked on his voyages, China had already accumulated a wealth of naval experience, and many people were very familiar with long-distance voyages. The ships of the Ming dynasty were also much more advanced than those of previous periods. Not only were they structurally sound and less prone to leaking, but they also had large capacities, able to accommodate numerous crew members and cargo. The ships were even equipped with facilities for growing vegetables and brewing wine, allowing them to support the long-term life of thousands of people at sea. Therefore, it was precisely due to the comprehensive strength of Ming society, advanced navigation technology, and powerful shipbuilding capabilities that Zheng He's voyages to the Western seas became possible. As for the purpose of Zheng He's voyages, there have been various theories, with the most popular one being that Zheng He's expeditions were to search for the missing Jiangwen emperor. Another common theory is that Zheng He's voyages were intended to promote the prestige of the Ming Empire. Behind these explanations, however, there was a common objective: to provide legitimacy to the rule of the Yongle emperor, Zhu Di, and maintain his control over the throne. To understand this, we need to discuss the complex political situation at the beginning of the Ming dynasty. The founding emperor of the Ming dynasty, Zhu Yuanzhang, originally planned to pass the throne to his eldest son, Zhu Biao, the crown prince, but the crown prince died young. As a result, Zhu Yuanzhang passed the throne to his grandson, Zhu Yunwen, who became the Zhengwen emperor. However, shortly after the Zhengwen emperor ascended to the throne, Zhu Di, the prince of Yan, held significant power. The Zhengwen emperor was concerned that the power of the regional princes, such as Zhu Di, might threaten the central government, so he decided to weaken the power of the princes. This move led to serious consequences, and Zhu Di, dissatisfied with his reduced power, eventually launched the Jingnan campaign. After 4 years of fighting, he successfully declared himself emperor, becoming the third emperor of the Ming dynasty. However, after Zhu Di ascended the throne, he was unable to find any trace of the Zhengwen emperor. As a result, rumors spread among the people, claiming that the Zhengwen emperor was not dead but had escaped overseas. In order to prevent the Zhengwen emperor from potentially threatening his throne, Zhu Di decided to send Zheng He on a mission to search for the missing emperor. Furthermore, piracy had been a persistent issue along China's coastal regions during the Ming dynasty. Many local officials secretly colluded with pirates, harming the interests of the state. One of Zhu Di's objectives in sending Zheng He on these voyages was to intimidate pirates, maintain stability along the coast, and issue a warning to officials who were colluding with pirates. As for the official reasons provided, the Ming dynasty claimed that Zheng He's voyages to the Western Ocean were intended to promote the great might of the Ming Empire, stabilize the external environment, especially to deter neighboring countries, prevent pirate invasions, and demonstrate the strength of the Ming dynasty to the outside world. The Ming hoped that such diplomatic actions would strengthen its international standing. To promote national prestige, Zheng He's fleet carried a large number of treasures and silver, which were presented as gifts to countries that established relations with China. This was done to woo them into becoming tributary states of the Ming dynasty. Although this action consumed a significant amount of the national treasury, it was effective in expanding Ming's influence. As for whether Zheng He truly found the Zhengwen emperor, historical records provide no evidence on this matter. While the pirate problem was not entirely solved, the voyages did have a significant positive impact. It is worth mentioning that Zheng He's 7 voyages to the Western Ocean not only established diplomatic ties with over 30 countries but also directly influenced many nations, with one of the most notable being Sri Lanka. However, when Zheng He first arrived in Sri Lanka, the king did not immediately show friendliness. Instead, he became greedy and sought to seize the valuable treasures brought by the Ming. This king was very proud and arrogant, thinking he could take advantage of the Ming dynasty. But Zheng He had already seen through his plot. In the face of the powerful Ming army, the king's conspiracy ultimately failed, and he was not only captured but also lost his throne. Subsequently, Ming Emperor Zhu Di sent a new king to govern Sri Lanka and left behind the Zheng He inscription at the Buddhist temple on Mount Sri Lanka, recording this historical event. Furthermore, under Zheng He's leadership, maritime trade in the Ming dynasty saw enormous growth. Ancient China's handicraft industry was highly developed, especially during the Ming dynasty when the production of goods like porcelain and tea greatly increased. These Chinese-made products were very popular in the West, stimulating the growth of foreign trade and fostering the flourishing of Ming's maritime commerce. At the same time, Zheng He also brought back numerous overseas artifacts, industrial materials, animals, and crop seeds, all of which had a positive impact on China's industrial development. Moreover, Zheng He's voyages were a large-scale summary and innovation of navigation techniques. He combined the experiences of previous generations with the new knowledge he personally acquired, advancing Chinese maritime technology. This technological progress allowed China to achieve significant accomplishments in the field of navigation. However, Zheng He's grand voyages also brought a heavy financial burden. The Ming dynasty invested vast resources and funds to support this large-scale diplomatic and trade endeavor. often without considering costs or returns, implementing an extensive tribute system. This high-cost operation eventually placed considerable pressure on the Ming dynasty's finances. Particularly during the Xuande period, when the fiscal situation became less than favorable. The government had to suspend Zheng He's voyages, causing China's maritime progress to stagnate for a period. According to related historians, in general, Zheng He's voyages to the Western Ocean were not just a remarkable maritime achievement, they also became a bridge for mutual understanding and cooperation between China and the world. The voyages promoted friendship and cooperation between nations and facilitated cultural and technological progress globally. This is the History and Culture channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone and see you in the next time.